Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Joe.
Hello. How's
Hi,
everyone?
Marcia.
Hi.
I'm not hearing Gordon.
Is he there?
Yeah, they're there. And they're not muted.
Well, don't talk about Gordon just in case he can hear us.
Okay.
Can you hear us now?
Yay!
The master was down. How do we turn the volume up on the TV? We can barely
Okay.
hear you guys.
What did he say?
How can we turn up the volume on the TV so we can hear you?
Oh, I feel like you're broadcasting from a stadium. Wrigley, shush.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Yes.
Yes.
That's all that counts. That was so loud before you did that. Yeah, so you went into it. But they're all so far from the microphone. They should. I just don't have time to deal with it. Well, it's after 7, we're just gonna have to go. I'm not gonna play that. Just sit at the desk and play, just right. All right, we're gonna get going here. Can you hear us there, Michelle?
Yes, perfect.
Loud and clear.
The Woodstock Zoning Board of Appeals meeting for July 13th, 2023. Shall now commence. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Hi.
Roll call. Ward one.
Jim Ferraro.
Martin Mills. And on Zoom, we have,
Joseph
Bart.
Pellick.
Marcia's willing.
okay, very good, guys. I've already did this right there. So please enjoy that. All right, so submit the minutes for June 22nd, 2023 for approval. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we have three public hearings tonight. First one is ZBA case number 2320, application of Jesse Cullen DuPont, located at 28 Country Club Lane, Woodstock, New York, 12498, a 2-acre parcel located within R3 zoning district for a variance from the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, Article 5, supplementary regulations, section 260-32A, fences, walls, and gates, to install a 6-foot high, 90-foot long fence in the front yard where only a 4-foot high fence is allowed. So who we have representatives tonight?
Hi, I'm Jesse Cullen DuPont. Hello.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi.
Would you like to walk us through what you got here?
Sure. We're requesting this variance to install this 90-foot straight dog-eared fence that's 6 foot high on our property. And it's located on the south end of our property next to our neighbor's property line. And as you explained, it's needed to have this variance so we can have 6 feet instead of 4 feet. So I am opening up my physical therapy practice soon in my home, which I had the special use permit for. And it's basically needed to provide a greater amount of privacy between my patient, my neighbor and myself. We mutually agreed that this would be beneficial. I think my neighbor also wrote a letter in support of this.
Yes.
So it would be mutually beneficial, but that's the reason for privacy.
Okay, I'm just looking through the paperwork. I'm trying to get a better visual here. We don't have much to look at. Let's see.
So it's not that. Question of the fence.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Well, don't look at them, just speak more to the microphone.
You're looking for a portion of the fence, not all 90 feet. Like, just how much of it is in your front yard?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that question?
Well, June is asking, if you have 90 feet of fence, how much is actually in your front yard? Is all 90 feet of it in the front yard?
The majority is in the front yard. I don't know the exact square footage offhand, but the majority is in the front yard. And it's borders basically my neighbor's house and myself.
Yeah, okay. So your front yard is that what's considered facing the fence? There's a little yellow line going on this sky map.
Yeah, it's basically on our property, but it's along that whole property line. It doesn't really face, it's not, it's perpendicular to the road. So it's like on the side of the yard, but it's technically considered.
It's extending past the house to the front. I see it, yeah.
Correct.
Mine doesn't have it.
You don't have a yellow line?
No.
Yeah, want to take a look in the past June, please? We're just looking at that now, Jesse. It's on the screen here. Okay, I think we need somebody to put some eyes on this so that we can look at the lay of the land and everything that's involved with this, because we don't have a real lot to go on here. I mean, I see basically what's going on. But anybody like to take this one on? Minutes? Joe? The
I
man,
will do it. Sorry.
man of the hour. So,
Happy to do it.
let's go do a site visit, Jesse, okay?
I'm sorry, can you just repeat that? I'm sorry.
Joe Bellick, he's gonna do a site visit. He's gonna come and put eyes on it.
Okay, a site visit?
Gordon,
Yes.
I have a question.
Sure.
Have you considered maybe having privacy shrubbery rather than a wooden fence?
It was attempted several times, but nothing successfully took. So we have tried that in the past.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the board this time? So, Jesse, I don't know if Joe can see it from the road, or if you need to meet him or want to meet him. You need to do a drive-by.
I'm open to that.
Excuse me? Jesse, what did you
Yes,
say?
I'm sorry. Yeah, can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Joe can either meet with you or just do a drive-by if that's acceptable. Let me know when you prefer.
Oh, a drive-by is fine. That's fine if you'd like to do that.
I know Joe likes those.
Love drive-bys.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Okay, great. So,
Gordon, could you attempt to turn down your volume a little? I think it might make it clearer because right now there's a lot of feedback whenever you.
can you turn the master down, the one all the way on the end? Turn down about 3/4. How's that?
Much better.
Much better. It's raining very hard here now. So, okay, if there aren't any other questions, what we will do is we're gonna read the contiguous neighbors, that we post and see if there's been any comments. So I know we did get one letter, but Michelle, you read the contiguous neighbors, please?
Rogers Lazoff, 30 Country Club Lane, and that's the contiguous neighbor who he was speaking about, and he did send a letter stating that this will improve the privacy for both of their properties, so he's writing in support of the fence. Matthew Malouf, 150 East Broadway, New York, New York. Raymond Negrón and Christine Bello, 34 Country Club Lane, Woodstock, New York. Peter and Robin Sears, 27 Country Club Lane, Woodstock, New York. Are they in the, are they on Zoom because they wanted to speak?
Is there,
Well, there is a keyboard there, I see.
Guess not. Okay. Howard Rifkin, 41 Old Wagon Road, Woodstock, New York. And Andrew Kwasnicki, 19 Country Club Lane, Woodstock.
okay, does anybody in public who wishes to speak about this case? No? Okay, so, what?
He's there.
Oh, he's there.
He's moving.
He's muted, but,
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Sears is on, but I don't know.
Watch it. There he is.
which one is that? You?
I think you need to move your computer in front of you. I can see one side of your glasses. There you go. Oh, there you go.
You have to unmute. Peter, you have to unmute.
You can't hear a word you're saying if you're speaking, sir.
There's a mute button you have to turn off.
Little red microphone with a line through it, you have to click it.
Yeah, no, we don't have any comments.
Go ahead, sir. Sir, we can hear you.
Yeah, we don't have any comments. We're just listening.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're good.
PG. Okay, so with that, Joe's gonna come take a look, and then he'll confer with us. And tonight we're going to close the public hearing, so we won't be here taking any more verbal direct input from anybody. If there are any other letters or such that need to be sent in, we can send them to Michelle. We do receive written input, but that's all. And then we have 62 days usually to come to a decision. Lately, we've been going, up to 4 weeks because we get backlogged a lot. We're getting quite a few cases. And it would be, we meet on the second and fourth Thursdays of the month. So you can always call after each meeting on Friday, after the meetings to see if we've done anything. Or even of the meeting to see. Michelle doesn't know if we're going to vote on things necessarily, though, because even if we write a decision, we may not vote on it for one reason or another. So, but you can check after the meetings. Michelle will be glad to let you know how it went if we voted. So, with that, Mr. Collin, do you have any other questions for us?
Nope.
Okay. So with that, I would like to close the public hearing for case number 2320. Do I have a second?
Yeah.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, and with that, we will recess case number 2320. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, you bet.
You gonna vote on that?
Hmm?
Recess vote. Recess vote.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You can just second it, you don't have to ask me.
You didn't call.
Well, I said I'd like to close the meeting, you can just say second.
Okay, but you said you got to recess it and didn't say, you just went on.
I didn't say the close part.
You got one, we're good.
That, moving on, we have the ZBA case number 2321, application of, is it Bosica? Property located at 34 Hill Mountain Road, Woodstock, New York, 12498. A 0.69 acre parcel located within R3 district for zoning law, non-Woodstock. Area bulk regulations. Modification required by section 260-26B2 for 15 foot permit into a 25-foot side yard setback in order to construct an addition attached to an accessory structure.
Just to explain a little about that, this is really a storage area to be
Sir,
attached.
closer to your microphone or yeah. Is it possible?
I'm sorry?
Are you part of the case too?
Yeah.
I'm just here. Okay.
Okay, go ahead, sir. We'll try that. It's raining really hard here too, so it's.
Okay. All right. Again, requesting this 9x7 addition, mostly for storage in this structure. Again, I make kind of wine there, bitters. I do artistic paintings, and I'm just running out of space on this little area there. So what I've done, there was a little confusion as to the set border lines. So I've had a survey done of the whole property, and it is initially flagged out right now with the, the orange tape. So you are able to see where all the border lines are. It's a little over 10 feet, maybe closer to 12 to the border line. But the nearest neighbor's house is probably 75 feet away, 80 feet away.
Okay. Mark, the sketch, what they're talking about. Okay, we're just looking at the papers now, just looking at the sketches.
Yeah, there's one window, a small window on the addition side. Then there is no door leading to the outside there. The only door is accessible from the inside of the original structure into the storage area.
Okay, Jude, you have a question?
I have a couple questions. No, thank you. It looks like there was a building permit in here. Did you already get a building permit for this?
I'm sorry, can you say it again?
Already got a building permit for this?
Last year?
Last year?
Yes.
For the main building?
No, there is a building permit for this addition too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm confused.
Well, the main of the building itself has been there for years.
Right.
And he ran out of space.
I understand.
So then he did get he did file a building permit for the addition.
So what point did usually he won't issue a building permit if there's needs a variance before we comes to us. But you've already, so at what point did somebody give a building permit and realize he needed a variance?
I'm not sure.
Did you hear that, sir?
It's very hard to hear you, but from what I understand, the issue is when I went in to have it inspected and finished off, I was told that there was there was no understanding that there was going to be sheetrock and insulation put up in this addition. And I just want to make sure if I'm making wine or if I'm doing any other products in there for my own consumption that, I have some sort of insulation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Okay, but that still wouldn't answer some of our questions. I think one of us sort of takes us on, to speak with the the inspector, because a permit even for a shed, if it needs a setback, has to come before us, even if it's unfinished. So we're just curious why there's already a building permit issued when there's a variance required, that's all. It's a sort of a procedural thing that you don't give a building permit if there's a variance required.
Yeah, it's really hard to understand you. Maybe you can repeat.
Why is it hard to understand?
Can't hear you, can't hear you.
I know, but I'm trying to find out what that problem is. Am I too loud or am I too distant?
I think it's distorting, Gordon, so maybe try the volume down a little bit more.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
It's like staticky.
Well, yeah.
A lot of echo.
So if we can barely hear you, you can barely hear us. We're gonna have to have a serious discussion at this meeting, but I'm not gonna subject these people to my consternation.
I might be able to repeat what you
I
said.
think need somebody to take this on. We're not gonna settle this here. We do have a few issues, but we will look into it, sir. Who would like this? Who would like this? Jude will take it. Jude here at the meeting will take it. And she understands what I'm talking about, so.
I have another question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have a driveway that's a right of way through somebody else's property?
To get to that property,
Yes.
it's behind our house.
Okay, but,
So no, it's not accessible through our driveway.
no, I'm wondering, to get to your house, do you have a right of way through somebody else's property?
No, we share a driveway.
No, driveway. It's on the deed as a shared driveway.
Okay.
With his aunt,
Okay.
just family.
No, I was just trying to understand it now.
Okay, just some procedural things. We'll iron it out, but, does anybody have any other questions directly related to the actual project?
Is the shed is already there?
Is the shed already there?
It's been there for years.
The shed is there. The original 10 by 14 one is there. And this addition was added on when I got the building permit to add on the additional storage area.
So that must have triggered something and then, okay. All right, we'll sort that out. So with that, Michelle, could you read the contiguous neighbors, please?
Carol, 145 Coldbrook Road, Bearsville, New York. Susan McLeland, 36 Ohio Mountain Road, Woodstock. Thomas Bullard, 2399 Glasgow Turnpike in Woodstock. Mary Jo Hartenberger, P.O. Box 638 in Woodstock. Leah Markowicz, 2628 Near Street, Woodstock. There were no communications received.
Okay, and
Wait, I have,
you do,
and she did get a communication.
Yeah,
okay.
Do you want to see it now or after you review more?
Come talk to us.
Now?
Yeah, it's about this case, right?
Yes,
Okay, then yes, maybe.
tell us who you are.
I'm Mary Jo Hartenberger. I live at 30 Near Street, directly across from the structure.
Thank you.
I just received the notice about this on Monday, July 10th. It was dated July 5th. So we haven't had too much time. I've lived there since 1998. And I think it was originally built in 2016, the shed, but a deck, a lighting, heat and air conditioning was added right away. So on December 9th of last year, we arrived home to a construction team building the structure in the middle of the night on an add-on, working in the dark with spotlights. This continued for about 2 weeks. Yeah, I have to see that now. Right?
Sure. Why don't you finish telling us and then we'll look at that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So on the notice on July 10th that I received, I looked for clarity and I went to the town here to the offices and spoke with Inspector Butch Hoffman, which explained that Cosica's application for a retroactive permit to build on the existing shed was to change it to an artist studio designation. According to Butch, Cosica intends to use the structure for a winemaking distillery business. And then Butch also acknowledged that the structure is directly on the stream. Making it I think it's about 10 feet away from the stream, but in the plans, it says it's 35. It's not clear to us if the permit was ever issued to begin with in 2016 or for the other.
Well, it does say it's a 15-foot infringement into a 25-yard setback, so that would be 10. That would be 10 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Go ahead.
for the original shed,
Yeah.
I'm not sure about. I couldn't determine that with Butch. The thing that we saw was that this plan is drawn on a 1997 subdivision map. States clearly on it, but very small. Parcel 2 shown herein is approved for one dwelling unit. There shall be no other accessory apartments or guest cottages. And also on this, the plan map, it says it has a 100-year floodplain drawn. The main house is in this zone, but in pencil, the shed is drawn behind it. And that's not how it appears from our property. It seems like it's much closer to the stream banks. And our other question was about the flood maps. We live on the stream also, and I think they've been revised since 1997. We're also concerned that if it's given an artist studio designation, a bathroom will be added, giving it the potential to be rented out as a short-term rental. And we already live directly across the stream from a very noisy 6+ bedroom short-term rental party house. Our other question was on this 1997 plan. The septic is between the two structures and even closer to the stream. So that's it. We've lived in our home since 1998. We're environmentally aware caretakers of our portion of the Sawkill. And we believe accuracy and variance requests are critical to the stream's ongoing protection. I'd love to welcome the members of the board to visit this site from my side. And as it stands, we believe this permit should be denied.
Okay, thank you. Any questions?
Is there a bathroom on the home?
No.
No,
Not yet.
there's no water. The only water used there is a hose.
Is what? I'm sorry, sir.
A hose spigot.
Okay.
That's the only plumbing?
The plumbing is a sink with a hose attached to it to wash out barrels, and it's
Okay.
not a distillery. We're not creating a business with a distillery, nor are we creating a business, so to speak, where something will be sold. This is for home consumption, and it's for making wine and doing pictures, artistic pictures. It does have heat and air conditioning, but that is to maintain so the wine doesn't freeze in the winter, nor does the wine in the summertime get too hot and ruin the product. It's the borderline to the stream is well over 10 feet.
So is it an art studio or a shed?
It's an artist studio that I was told to make it into an artist studio as opposed to a shed, because I'll be doing artwork in there right now. And that's why the sheetrock going up to maintain the heat. There was also a permit for 100 amp electricity that was done in the original permit. That original permit, why air conditioning and heating went in.
Sure.
When was the original permit issued?
2016. Building permit was 5/27/16.
That's for the larger building.
That's for the electric.
Yeah. This was April 23rd. I see creation date 4/27/16, edit date 4/6/23.
And the addition is behind the building, further away from the stream.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Straight on.
Even the buildings within the setback, I'm not sure, I never, yeah, well,
Okay, we'll talk about it. Talk about it.
okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
I said, thank you. Okay,
The extras.
I have a copy for the record.
Just give them to Michelle in case anybody.
I got them here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Shall we put the letter on the picture? Well. Michelle's frozen. She's got, she had a cardboard cutout.
I think we lost them.
What? Oh, they lost us? You can't hear me?
I can
We
hear
can't
you.
hear you.
Hear you.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
There you are. You're back. You're back.
Okay, it was you. Everybody else was heard.
Oh, man.
We were talking about it, or I was anyway. I have the letter and pictures that were submitted for you, for that, put in the folder. Just part of the record, okay?
Okay.
Okay? Okay.
May I ask a question? When, after you review all that, do you know how long it'll be before you bring it back up to the board again?
No, no, we won't be bringing it back to the public.
Okay.
You can write letters, you can submit things. We will not be talking openly. We will be able to talk about when we vote with the board, but we'll be closing the public hearing pretty shortly. In case we recess, when we open again, we'll be talking about it, possibly vote. But anything else you need to submit?
I guess mine.
You can send it to Michelle or Scott. You speak now.
I just had a question, a couple of questions that.
Can you tell us your name?
Oh, Natalie Sear.
Thank you.
And I was just curious because if Butch said it was a distillery or going to be a distillery.
Hey.
Then, and Butch had also mentioned about, or one of the papers had mentioned something about a bathroom also.
There's no bathroom and there never will be a bathroom. It's not about that.
Okay, I want to address
No
the.
plumbing.
So then the question was then why did?
Can you hear her?
I don't understand why Butch had said that, and so maybe you need to speak to Butch and find out how he clarified it or why he didn't put a stop work order on it or.
Yeah, we know to ask in regards to that.
Yeah, because the one set of drawings shows that this shed is penciled in, it's not even an official site plan, shouldn't have gone to the planning board.
Penciled in is fine for a lot of small structures.
Well, it's in the wrong part of the map.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near.
Some sheds don't need permits.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, and also that if it's an artist studio, then according to the definition, you'd be able to sell out of there.
Wow.
As an artist studio. So is the wine something that's retail or commercial to sell? Or is it
Yeah.
just your own consumption or?
He said
can
consumption before. That's what he said. That's, I'm just telling you what he said. You know, that's what he
It's
said.
personal consumption. It is not for sale. It is not resale.
You're contradicting what I'm saying, but I'm just repeating what he said.
Yeah.
If you have other information, you can send it to the board that's, you know, that contradicts that, that's fine. But, you know,
Okay.
shaking heads, it's okay. It's just, you know, I'm just trying to, what's been said and what's been put before us. And if you have anything else in regards to that,
Thank you.
we'll be happy to hear it.
Thank you.
Okay, so is there anything else?
I'm a little confused. The shed is not where it's shown on the drawing?
We'll find that
I
out.
guess we'll find out.
I don't, we'll go around all night on this one.
Okay, good. Let's go.
We have a lot to sort out, so and it's not gonna happen here, it seems like.
Gotcha.
So,
Right, is there anybody else who has anything to
all right, so
say?
with that, I think you've heard what I said with the other hearing, you know, we're gonna close the public hearing. We're gonna do our due diligence, we're gonna do, Judith's gonna wanna come out and do a site visit. Would you like to be there when she comes?
Sure.
Yeah.
No,
Okay, so she'll call you and arrange a time,
Absolutely.
okay? So, other than that, she will do that, she'll get back to the board and we'll draft a decision.
We will.
We will,
Okay.
or something, but we will do something. And we have 62 days to do this, and we're gonna do our best to do it sooner. So with that, I would like to reset and close the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Let's have it. And I would like to recess case number 2321, second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Let's have it. Moving on. ZBA case 2322, application of K. Blackwell as represented by Northwood Architecture and Planning, DPC at P.O. Box Street, 720, Stonebridge, New York, 12484. Property located Abbey Road, Woodstock, New York, 12498. A 6.09 acre parcel located within R8 district for a variance from the zoning law of Town of Woodstock, Article 4A in both regulations. Modification of required road section 260-26 for 52-foot, 2-inch foot infringement into a modified 75-foot side yard setback in order to construct a 41-foot 6-inch by 24-foot carport / garage.
Hi.
Let's come on up to the table.
Mr. Chairman, can I interrupt for 1 minute?
Certainly, sir.
Do you have volume issues?
Yes. Both coming and going. The TV, we can't hear the TV very well. They say we're staticky and distorted.
Yes. Yes, please.
Somebody on the Zoom say something?
Can you hear us now? Michelle, can you talk?
I can hear you. It's super distorted.
Right, the problem is something's different about the microphone this week where it's causing a echo and it seems louder than usual. So I don't know if it's the volume or something's turned up to cause the echo.
We all in? 1, 2, 3, 4.
How about now? Is that better? Did you turn down the menu?
How's that?
It's still echoing.
Okay.
Can you hear us better?
We can hear you fine.
Oh, it's
Okay.
Now Martin sounds normal.
Yeah, Martin sounds fine.
Where is the microphone in front of you, Gordon?
Sonos too, Bill?
Oh, now it's perfect. Gordon,
Now it
talk
is?
again.
We didn't do anything.
Don't touch anything.
Well, you know
Okay,
what,
you stand there,
Gordon, you're
Bill.
leaning
You can't
back.
go anywhere.
Move over.
Gordon, you're leaning back now, so maybe
A little
that's
bit.
making it better.
What's she on the table?
Yeah. It's Laura Ricky usually that fumbles here. If you could, another foot or two.
Is that Bill?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now that's a man who serves his community.
Yeah, baby.
More ways. Whenever there's a problem, there he
Oh,
is.
you were the fly.
So where's the,
Still a problem, isn't it?
oh, you had the remote.
It's much better. So I think it's Gordon's
I
too
have
close
not.
to the speaker.
Yeah, so I can do things. Like unmute and mute.
I kind of feel bad for the other two applicants.
It's working fine now, Gordon, as long as you're not close to the microphone.
I never was.
Yeah, no, it sounds
I
perfect
haven't
now.
done a thing.
Whatever Bill did, it's working.
How about now? Talk again, Michelle.
Yep, you guys sound perfect now.
It's a little better. Yeah.
Keep talking. Sing a song.
We know you can do it, Michelle.
Sing.
I feel bad for the other applicants that couldn't
Okay,
hear
let's
or
do
understand
this.
anything.
They want, I'm sure they want me to be happy.
I think we need a carpet, Bill, underneath this
That's good with
table.
that?
to
Yeah, that's
absorb
much
the
better.
Somebody
sound.
must have,
Is that coming through that Sonos too?
that's where,
There's like no bass in it at all.
I know, well, we'll have to, somebody must have played with that remote.
Yeah. What's this? Oh, it's just, oh, I went up into the bar.
Okay, call me if you guys need anything. Goodbye.
Thank
Michelle.
you, Bill. Thank you, Bill. You're the best.
I second that.
This isn't over yet, Bill.
What, don't tell me when out again.
No,
On
no.
to November.
Much better.
There you go.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You know, you watch school board meetings, and they all have little microphones in front of them, you can hear everybody.
Well,
See
somebody was
everybody.
doing this for me, thinking that would help.
Well, you know, but the thing is, you can see everybody, you can hear everybody, instead of this.
Well, last week I had my own little iPad, I forgot.
Yeah.
It's much better now.
Okay, good. Well, I guess June's on the wire or something.
Jude.
So happy as.
Good.
She was, she was, you know, she's trying to stay out of the mix here.
I really am.
All right, I'm sorry, ladies. That's not you, that's not you. Where's? your
I have
cases?
it if you wanna. Use my Blackwell,
I already read this, right? Oh,
Blackwell.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Yes.
do. Yeah, we're ready
Where's
to go.
Blackwell? New cases, that's.
Right here.
Public hearing.
Yes.
Oh. I'm sorry. Here we are. So messed up. Look like one of these. Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Okay. So you've seen enough. If you've never been here before, we just need to have you do a little narrative for us. Take us out. Take us away.
Sure.
Give us your names and address and go on.
Okay, I'm Stephanie Bassler. I'm with North River Architecture and helping Kay Blackwell with this application.
Thank you.
Okay, Blackwell, we used to own 3 parcels on Abbey Road, and we sold 2. We have this parcel left and we would like to build a home there.
Okay.
So we're in New York City.
Yeah, can you speak up, because they need to hear you too.
Apologies, yeah, absolutely. Kay Blackwell, we own the parcel of land on Abbey Road that we would like to build this house on.
And I can provide some more context to the application. Okay.
Thank you.
Great. So the proposal was sent to the planning board initially because it's a scenic overlay parcel.
Right.
And Butch Hoffman flagged it with the, because the proposed garage slash carport that the chairman was describing is in the side yard setback and requires your review of that condition. The information that I've provided to the board describes the steep slope conditions on the parcel. It's almost entirely sloping at about 15% grade. There are just a few areas of more level terrain. One of them is the proposed location of the parking turnaround and garage carport, and the other is the septic area, which meets the flatter grade for Department of Health reasons. And therefore with limited options, we are asking for your review of the solution as the best possible approach to and position for the garage on the property, which has these terrain challenges to it.
Okay. So what's existing now?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Woods. It's
Okay. I see a picture here of a house. That's what this little black and white picture.
the neighbor's house.
Oh, that's the
Yes,
neighbor's house.
yes.
Okay. Is that a view from the property?
Yeah, I had a drone up and looking from the house, the proposed house position
I see,
up towards the east.
Okay. Oh, I see. That's good.
That's the area of the clearing. Yeah.
Okay.
Have you already met with the planning board?
No, but it was referred to this board first for review.
Well, yeah, about how far back? It looks pretty far. It's like, how far back from the road is it?
Oh.
A lot.
A lot, yeah, that's the number.
It's about
5,
2, 3, 4, 5,
700
750
yeah.
feet. Yeah.
How close is it to the neighbor's house?
The garage structure?
Yes.
About 250 feet.
We're trying to build as.
Which wouldn't change if you moved it up the hill to the side of the house. Not significantly. If you were to be able to move it up, so it was not past the front line of the house, it would not change that.
Yeah, so we're not dealing with the front yard issue of the accessory structure because it's so far back from the.
Well, we
front.
are dealing with the front yard because it's not. But that's what we're dealing with.
Okay.
Side yard?
What?
Side yard?
It's a front yard. Is this the carport here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the front yard. That's why not allowed to, you can have carport in the side yard.
Isn't it a setback?
Variance is
Isn't it a
because
setback
you're
question?
looking for
Oh, the-
setback.
Setback.
Yeah,
Well, it also is in the front yard, even though that's,
but the code allows the garage to be in front of the house if it's sufficiently far from.
is that
It's not
true?
true.
Over a
Yeah.
certain amount of feet? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's true.
Okay.
Don't ask me why, but.
What's the?
Okay, no, that's fine. I'm
didn't
sorry,
think-
yeah, I'm
I didn't think
ignorant.
so No, I didn't think so either originally, but I did look at it and it is. So my
Okay, all right.
question to you
Thank
is,
you.
I'm wondering, if this shouldn't go before the planning board first, before we give a variance for a side yard setback, because the location of the house, are you guys visible from anywhere? Is this gonna be seen
no,
anywhere?
visibility is not an issue.
So do you have a view?
I don't think so because the neighbors do because there's a pretty significant clearing,
Right.
which was done way back when.
Sure.
So our property, what we're trying to do is build as far back as possible so that we're not seen and no one can see us,
Gotcha.
and also take advantage of things that are either naturally cleared or were cleared. And so like this is where that carport garage fits in. There's an area which would mean that we wouldn't actually have to take down any other trees. And I would rather not site it behind the house because that we'd like to leave as much intact as possible.
In the back.
Yeah. I mean, everywhere, in fact, but yeah, exactly.
The scenic overlay.
What is the setback where it changes? How many feet? Do you know? You said you looked at this?
I'm sorry.
I think
That
so.
it no longer becomes a front yard issue? You said it's true.
Do you remember with the hot tub in the front yard?
Yeah,
It was allowed, we thought it wasn't.
okay. Because we did a basketball court that was similar to this and we went through this whole process of being in the front yard.
But
It
I
was
think-
something,
I think
something
the
like
garage-
100 or 200 feet, but we're, way in excess of that. You just
I'll have to
said.
check that. That's
No.
my,
This is part of the Riverview Association subdivision, and it's on the deeds, it's 200 from the road.
For the primary residence.
Yeah.
Has to be set back. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah,
We're talking
yeah,
about the
yeah.
zoning law.
Sorry.
So you guys have your
This
own
is on
rules up
something else
there.
then, right?
Yeah. I'm just wondering if this shouldn't be done in tandem with the scenic overlay planning board review.
I agree with Jude, because how can you grant a variance for something the planning board hasn't approved yet?
The sighting of the house, although you're saying it's not visible from anywhere, but this is 1,800. That's the elevation of 1,800 feet.
Yeah, I provided a video that Michelle circulated, which is a 360 view from the probably a 100-foot elevation around, and there's no visibility at that height of any roadways, of any other properties. And so we're seeing this project as one that clears minimally and creates just that clearing.
well, the
that
only
the
thing
house
we're
requires.
dealing with here anyway is the
variance.
for the
setback.
for the variance for the setback.
It
that's
seems
all.
to me, how would the planning board be able to approve the site plan if they didn't have the variance approved first?
Yeah.
I understand, but I'm also
Okay.
saying I guess it doesn't.
But we have to go through both
Proper,
processes.
yeah,
Right.
proper
No,
process would be for us. to
No,
make a
that's why they've
determination.
given it to us. So if that's not a viable option, then they'd have to look at something else.
Gotcha. No, I'm just wondering about the sighting of the house, that's all.
Okay.
So, and I did try to access that video and then you opened it up and then I didn't get back to it, but I will look at it. I don't remember, it was me. I tried to get it.
right.
It was me.
Okay.
So, but I will get back and look at it.
Okay.
All right.
So just on a detail point, the code regarding accessory structures seems to allow them to encroach 30% into a yard. And And I cited that language in the letter that I sent to the board. So the permitted encroachment is 30% of the required yard. The encroachment that we're requesting is something like 2/3 of the yard. So it's not 1/3 of the yard, but we're asking to encroach 2/3 of the yard. So that's the margin of difference that I'm presenting to the board for your consideration. It's not.
This is news to us.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, okay,
the
we'll look at
text
it.
is there.
Well,
Okay, we'll look at it.
I'm gonna take this one.
Good. Great.
So, all right.
Is anybody in the public who has-
Are there any other questions from the board? Marcia, Joseph?
No,
Martin? Nope. Michelle, could you read the contiguous neighbors, please? Oh, it's gonna be me, because there's
Nobody
nobody
here.
here, nobody
here,
there,
nobody there.
but we gotta read it.
Yep.
Timothy and Gretchen Pastore, 260 West 26th Street, 12G, New York. Bryn and Beverly Levy, 439 Abbey Road, Mount Tremper, New York State, P.O. Box 1800 in Kingston. Annie Gray and Matthew Lamb, P.O. Box 692 in Bearsville. Greg and Lena Kakilian, 420 Abbey Road, Mount Tremper. There was no communications received.
I have a question. Is there accessibility to the site?
Yes, a track was cut for the septic testing, so.
There's a little logging run, little dirt road?
Yeah.
Little dirt pad?
Yeah,
All right. Well, where are my Ubers?
yeah. Do you want me to stake the garage location for you?
Either that or meet me, whichever would be more
Can meet you.
convenient for you.
Okay, do you want me to handle this?
Yeah, please, that would be great.
Yeah, I can meet you.
Okay, I'm close by.
Me too.
I ride my bicycle, not all the way up there, but
Yeah, that's
I'm
quite a hill.
close by.
Okay.
So, and is your number on here?
It should be. Yeah.
Well, then I have a 917-929-0021.
No.
I didn't say that.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
You don't like to give out people's.
Well, I have a 917 number.
I could, I have a 917 too, but I can email Michelle with my contact.
Please
info.
do.
Okay.
Yeah.
you gotta go for that mute button, Michelle.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, just sing.
Believe it or not, people actually watch our meetings on YouTube. We have somebody from another country one time said, I don't know why this was on our, it was a recommended viewing for them from some other country.
Municipal processes in upstate New York.
It must be fascinating. Okay.
All right. So with that, I'm going to close the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Bye.
Aye. And we are going to recess case 2322. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Bye.
Okay.
So I'll get my contact to
Please do.
Michelle and we can arrange a site visit.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So it'll probably be sometime next week. Okay. Is there a day or time that's better for you?
I'll let her know.
Okay, that'd be great.
Okay.
Give me some, if you want to put a few times or whatever.
Sure.
So I usually work at home in the morning, so I can always, mornings are really good for me. I can shoot up.
Okay,
Mhm.
thank you.
Thank you.
Great, thanks.
One of these days.
All right, we have some decisions.
I'm sitting on the HP board.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I thought you said it was gonna get left on for us.
It wasn't on when you came in?
No, I didn't turn it on.
There should be a power button on your right-hand side, Jude.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It wasn't on when we got here. Sure, you did.
So bad, let's get on with this. Huh? The 30%? I don't know.
No,
I've never seen that in anything.
no.
Oh, I don't believe anything anybody tells me. You know what they say, leave none of what you hear and only half of what you see.
Okay.
All right, let's do these in order. 17, 15, 18, 19. These are areas. And I like to open up ZBA case 2315. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I had to make a change, Martin, it's just because they didn't really cite that the shed is already there. Some of the language made it sound like it hadn't been. So I just changed that.
Certainly was there.
What?
Certainly is there.
Yes, so I made that reflect that.
Yes.
So. Okay. Resolution. Now, does anybody else wish to talk about this case? Based upon the standards consideration of area variances set forth in section 260-103B of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock. An area variance from the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, Article 4, area bulk regulation modification requires yards, section 260-26-2A for a 9-foot 6-inch infringement into a minimum required 10-foot side yard setback in order to construct an entrance overhang storage shed is hereby denied, subject to all requirements of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, New York State real property law, and all other applicable laws, codes, and regulations. The vote is as follows. Gordon Webb. Aye. Mike Stiglione. Absent. Jude Salato.
Aye.
Joseph Bellick.
Aye.
Marcia Zwilling.
Aye.
Martin Mills. Vote, the resolution was adopted by a vote of 5 in favor, 0 opposed, 1 absent, and 0 abstaining. Let me just put my John Hancock on this and we'll move on to the next one. Otherwise, I will forget. We got 7, 13, 20, 23. Okay, one down.
Close it.
Hmm?
Close it.
I'm going to.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I lost my front sheet. I'd like to close this ZBA case 2315. Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
So I just want to say, the reason I'm seconding them all is so Michelle doesn't have to think about it when she does the minutes.
What's that?
The reason I'm seconding them all is so Michelle doesn't have to think about
That's
it when
fine.
she does the
We
minutes.
we quite often had a designated seconder.
Right.
Jim Armstrong used to be
He
one.
told me when I first joined, he said I do the seconds.
Yes.
I switch it up a little bit sometimes. If I see Joe going like this, and I just write him down.
Right. I'll second myself. I don't care.
Dude is so quick.
All right, I'd like to
Nobody
open up
else can do
ZBA
it.
case 2317. Does anybody wish to discuss before I read the resolution?
No.
Based upon the standards for consideration of area variances and conditional upon the compliance with stated representations, area variance from the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, Article 4, area bulk regulations, section 260-24, subsection B for a variance to construct a 20 by 30 swimming pool in a front yard granted, subject to all the requirements of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, New York State real property law, and all other applicable laws, codes, and regulations. Vote is as follows. Gordon Webb. Aye. Stiglione absent. Jude Salato.
Aye.
Joseph Bellick.
Aye.
Marcia Zwilling.
Aye.
And Martin Mills. Resolution is as adopted. 5 in favor, 0 opposed, 1 absent, and 0 abstaining. That. I'd like to close ZBA case 2317. Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, I'd like to open up ZBA case 23-18. Do I have anybody wish to discuss before I read the resolution? Based upon the standards of consideration of area variances and conditional upon the compliance with state regulations, area variances, and zoning law of the town of Woodstock, Article 4, area and bulk regulations, modification required yards, section 260-26-2B for an 8-foot infringement into a 25-foot side yard setback in order to construct a 270 square foot screen porch addition is hereby granted, subject to all the requirements of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, New York State real property law,
and all other applicable laws, codes, and regulations. The vote is as follows. Gordon Webb, aye. Dr. Stiglione, absent. Judy Salato. Joseph Bellick.
Aye.
Marcia Swilling.
Aye.
Martin Mills. Votes 5 in favor, 0 opposed, 1 absent, and 0 abstaining. All right, with that, I'd like to close CBA case 2318. Do I have a second? All in favor? Aye. Okay, with that, I'd like to open up CBA case number 2319. Does anybody, do I have a second? All in favor? Anybody wish to discuss before we vote on the resolution? Based upon the standard consideration of area variances, conditional upon compliance with stated representations, area variances from the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, Article 4, area bulk regulations, Section 260-60 BAD, to allow an increase of 258 square feet over the allowed 35% lot coverage of the primary residence, and 260-60F to allow more habitable space, and 260-60B to allow an increase of 87 square feet floor area for an accessory apartment in order to construct an apartment above 3-car garage is hereby granted, subject to all requirements of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, New York State real property law, and all other applicable laws, codes, and regulations. Vote as follows. Gordon Webb, aye. Dr. Stiglione, absent. Judy Salato. Joseph Bellick.
Aye.
Marcia Swilling.
Aye.
Martin Mills. Vote carries with 5 in favor, 0 opposed, 1 absent, and 0 abstaining. So, 7. With that, I'd like to close ZBA case 2319. Do you have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, is there anything else for this board tonight?
No.
With that, without further ado, I would like to.
Wait. There is one thing.
Yeah.
I did find out, and we can advertise for another member as a alternate. All you need to do is write a letter to the board, Gordon, to the town board requesting it.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. I'll talk to you in the morning then.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So, did we adjourn?
Yes. No, not yet.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Bye.
So that was for
Bye.
us.
Bye.
Another,
Thank you for coming out, Jude.
Another,
Alternate.
we can have a second.
She said we can.
Okay.
Since we're having